Welcome back to NSG Fall. After this intermission, we're now going into Dragon Age 2 by Lemuura, after he's done his fantastic Dragon Age Inquisition run yesterday with Nordic on the couch, again. I don't have a pillow, so this guy will have to do and sniff my back, I guess. So let's get you guys as well.
Hi, I'm Lemuura. I'm going to be running Dragon Age 2 today. This is a longer run than what we had yesterday. This is going to be, my estimate is an hour and 30 minutes. Hopefully I can match that, but we'll find out. And yeah, I have Nordic on my couch. And
yep. I'm here to ask dumb questions as usual.
Perfect. That's all I need. All right. I guess we're ready. So I'll just start it. Okay, so the reason that Dragon Age 2 is a longer run than both Dragon Age Origins and Inquisition is mainly just because of how linear this game is. So you can see we're already locked into a tutorial showing us off how we do combat and stuff. You can see that I've chosen Rogue. The gender of the character doesn't matter. It just changes some stuff later, like some dialogue options, but overall, it doesn't really matter. This game is also comprised of multiple acts. So we're going to be hopping straight into the prologue, and then we have 3 acts following that. And Act 1 is going to be the one that takes roughly half the run just to finish the first act. So you're going to see I'm going to try and rush through the prologue as fast as I can. Just using my abilities as they come off cooldown. You know, it's a typical RPG. You have your abilities, you have your party members that we're going to get soon as well. And we choose casual. Okay, let's do our first glitch. This is called cross-class spell swap. I just took a mage ability and put it on my rogue. And now it doesn't have cooldown either, so I can spam it as much as I have stamina to use. And I can see it was gray, and that means I just have to swap characters. And you can see, yeah, I killed him instantly.
So wait, now you're a rogue that casts Fireball.
Yeah.
With no cooldown.
No cooldown.
Did they even test this?
The older runs of this game, we did use a similar glitch. We just called it the no cooldown glitch because you could get spells to have not have any cooldown either. But then we figured out that you can actually just put them on different classes, and that makes the run a lot more broken. What am I doing? I'm auto-leveling all of these. I'm dumping everything into willpower on Hawk. Now I have this one. I'm going to drag that over as well. I'm going to be moving with Aveline because she has the most health right now, and I'm going to be ignoring all of the enemies and just run towards the ending trigger, assuming I don't get stuck in anything. But yeah, no, the premise of this run is well, historically, mage has always been the fastest, but now you can get rogue, mage, and warrior abilities on the same character, and there are some abilities that, you know, were clearly not meant to be used together in that way. And you're going to see the full potential after Act 1. It just takes a while to level up, which I wish it was faster, but maybe we'll find a leveling glitch soon. Maybe. I'd love it if more people tried to mess around with this game, because it's barely been anyone that's ran it because it's so linear. You can see we're back at where we started earlier. This time we're not as strong. We don't have all of our abilities that we had during the tutorial section. That's one thing that would have been cool is if we were able to glitch out from that early part, but don't know of any way to do that. Not yet, at least. That's Flemeth. You have met her in Origins. You meet her in Inquisition. You saw her yesterday, briefly. You saw her again now, also only briefly. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna get Bolster. And then this doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get Willpower. And you'll see the reason I got Bolster is because this gives me 5% stamina back every time I use it. I think it was 5%. And since it has no cooldown, I can spam it. So again, just trying to go through here as fast as we can. Again, most dialogue doesn't matter. There's some sections here and there where you have to be specific. Actually, more in this game, but that's probably because it's a longer run as well. More dialogue that you're going through, right? There we go. They're dead. If I spam one here, I get stuck in an infinite dialogue, so I have to make sure I just choose another option. And that's our uncle, the one that we just talked to, the one that's going to let us into the city, maybe. But first we have to do some smuggling or stealing. But yeah, we're just going to be avoiding as much combat as we can. So whenever possible, we're going to be using our companions to resolve things differently than combat. And the prologue is about to be done. Normally, Gamlen walks down to the left, but I see that a guard has stopped him in the staircase, so that's fun. And welcome to Act 1. The game opens up a bit more now, but there are... Basically, your whole objective through Act 1 is to get into the deep roads. That's what's going to lead us to Act 2. But they made... Even though, like, the way that they wrote the quest to get into the deep roads, it sounds like, you know, all of the stuff that we have to do sounds optional, but it isn't. And so there is, like, tons of quests that we have to complete before we're able to progress further. So there's not that much, well, not many places where we sequence break in this game at all. I think there's probably just the one place that we're going to get to later. And the hardest glitches happen early in the run as well, so makes it easy for me. Or easier to, like, you know, grind attempts and stuff. It doesn't make it so that, like, your whole run depends on the last level.
So yeah, Chad, if you've got questions again, same as yesterday, if you've got something that you want to bring up and, you know, pester Lemuura with, let me know. I'll liaise those through.
Yes, please. Ask as many questions as you want.
I have a question.
Sure.
May I read some donations?
Sure.
Right.
For it.
We got 100 Norwegian kroner from Oggy saying the naughty community sends their regards. And I don't know, Nordic, am I allowed to read advertisements of donations as like donations with advertisements? I have to make sure.
Depends.
We have 169 nice Norwegian kroner from Congruence saying this message is sent without comment. This page is intentionally left blank. These words are just filler. Whatever. Base 10 is the best and not jank. They're putting the money towards the name a roller coaster with the name metric-time.com. Thank you very much. It's been going around the event and trying to convert people to it. Some have fallen into the trap, I guess. For good or for worse.
Thank you for your generosity, even though I disagree.
All right, well, We're just, progressing more of the quest and stuff. You can see, like when I left Gamlen's house, I purposefully went to the Hanging Man, the tavern, to then exit out into Lowtown because it gives you a different spawn in Lowtown. That one in particular doesn't save like that much time, but there are like other instances where I go to another area to then travel to where I want to go to get a better spawn there. Okay, so let's see. First I need to level up Hawk, and then we are going to be equipping some items that we just picked up. So it's this one, this one, this one, and this one, as well as this. And then on Bethany, we're just equipping a weapon. And then it's just auto level. We don't auto level Aveline this time because I need her for something more specific later. Gonna throw that out, and I'm just gonna keep these two abilities. All right. So this is Sundermount. This is where the elves are. I'm just going to be killing these spiders real quick, and then we're going to go into the camp, and then I'm not going to go up the mountain. You'll see why. Coming up is like one of the hardest glitches in the run. I got it first try 3 times in a row during practice, so that doesn't bode well for this. Normally I would go up there. Actually, let me just make a manual save here, just in case. If it takes me forever to do the glitch, then I'll just load that save and walk up the mountain instead. All right, we're going to the Hangman. If you have seen a run of Dragon Age Origins before, you'll know that there is a conversation glitch there that you would use to get out of bounds a lot. I'm also... Did I turn on off? No. Let me turn off autosaves for now as well. And so I'm interacting with the end trigger and then with the NPC. And hopefully what's going to happen is that the NPC will talk to us after this, after the loading screen, but that didn't happen. So let me try that again. The mouse sensitivity is also a lot lower than what I'm used to. Whoops. Come on. Just do the thing. As I said, got it first time 3 times in a row during practice. Doesn't bode well for this. Come on. Let me double check that the NPC isn't being stupid. Okay, yeah, no, it should be fine. Let's try that again. Like that, and then like that, maybe. Nope. This is frustrating. Come on. Just let me show it off. Come on. All right. I'll give it a few more attempts. If not, I'm just going to walk up the mountain and do it that way instead. Let me try something different, I guess.
And now for something completely different.
Oh, that wasn't the order I wanted it.
You got this, Lemuura.
Come on. Longer loading screens usually mean I got it, and I think I got it. So let's see. Yeah, I got it. That put me at the top of the mountain, because I guess that's where his like X, Y, and Z coordinates are on this map. So I'm gonna turn autosaves back on, for safety, and then we're just gonna keep going. Another thing to mention, I guess, is that I'm running this on not the first patch. I think this is patch 1.01. And that's because after patch 1.3, they introduced they can only like a max damage in one go cap on enemies. So like the enemy that's lying dead there on the ground right now, he would only take like 30% of damage in one go. But on the early patch, you can one-shot him. Here, I'm also going through this conversation 4 times, and that's to give me more gold, specifically, as well as XP. That doesn't hurt. And this was just the easiest place to do it, because this gives enough gold to where I don't need to think about it anymore. Because we need 50 gold to progress into the deep roads. And previously, the run just used a duplication glitch to do that. And that's like the backup in case I don't get enough gold for some reason. Then I'll just duplicate some potions and sell them, for gold. But as of right now, it's fine. All right, so we don't need Bethany in our party anymore. We are going to be picking up some abilities on Meryl that we're then going to be transferring over to Hawk, of course. There we go. We're going to enter Meryl's home so that we get it as a fast travel point. And I'm going to leave Ounce to Lowtown again. I'm going to talk with her to pick up her quest. Even though it says quest completed. It's also a funny thing. And then I'm going to be leaving Lowtown through this exit down here specifically, because that unlocks the docks for us for fast travel, even though I don't go to the docks directly. Because now we're going to be meeting Anders. Again, if you just tuned in or anything, I am a rogue that's casting mage spells and warrior spells as well. And it's surprisingly easy to do it as well. You just drag the ability off the hotbar while you're still holding it, and then you just swap character. And it drops onto the hotbar for that character.
Hey, question for you.
Sure.
Do you use any specific team members for this run?
Yes. So up until Act 2, I'm going to be pretty much always have a full party. And usually it's because I need specific abilities from them. Like, they don't really matter too much, but like right now I picked up Meryl because I needed her spells, right? I have Aveline in my party because I still need her for warrior spells or abilities. And Varric's just there because he is.
Just there.
But yeah, you'll see. I usually just use them for abilities, like when I need them. The main character, Hawk, can do pretty much anything with all of the combination of abilities that we can get, right? So.
Still, that's just so sad. Like, everybody's got a purpose, and then the other one's just there.
Varric's there for the plot, probably. I mean, look at that chest hair, you know? Anyway. Yeah, we just unlocked Anders as a character. We're not picking it up. I am going to be using him briefly to get some spells from him later. But until we're high enough level to get the spells. I'm just kind of forced to do the quests as they are intended, right? So, let's see. Go in here. Gonna talk to Matcha. We're gonna pick up enemies among us. There we go. And now we're headed to the docks. Now we're gonna do our first and only sequence break in this game, and that happens at the docks. So I'm selecting my whole party, and I'm moving up here. I can't get past this gate yet, because I haven't done the quests needed for it, right? Hello? Why aren't you guys moving over there? Come on. Okay, good. I'll make sure that they get to their correct spot in a second. I just need them to get far enough away from me to teleport back. This is another variation on the glitch that we used in Dragon Age Origins, the party teleportation glitch, or, well, I guess it's intended behavior, because they get far enough away to where they just teleport back to you. But as you can see, I can get them to teleport back to me on the other side of things. So we get them past the gates. Now the problem is, if I talk to the Aeroshock right now, my whole party is going to be stuck in there with no way out. So we softlock, right? So I quick saved up there to make sure that I have a save where they stay inside the area. I'm going to be swapping to the character that's inside, moving them up to the Aeroshock. I'm going to pay attention to the minimap up in the top right. Pause here. Come on. I'm buffering this because I want the cutscene to play and then the transition screen after. So I think I got it. So get through this and through there. Nope, I did not. All right, let's try that again. That's why I made the quick save. But now you kind of get the idea. We get the dialogue, we do the dialogue, and then we instantly travel afterwards. So let's see. Okay, well, I did just click the transition. There we go, and we go to the gallows. And that's the biggest sequence break that we're gonna get.
Nice.
I don't know how much time it saves, because it was implemented way before I started running the game, and I never looked up how much time it saves. I just know it saves time, so.
37.5 hours.
Probably. All right, so I'm going here. And I'm immediately leaving to here. Again, the reason I went to another map to leave is because better spawn, I avoid some enemies. And I can kind of just run directly here. I have to kill these. Wow, they were really spread out this time. That's not good, but it's fine. And that's Sister Patrice. She's gonna be an annoying quest giver for a while. We meet her here and throughout Act 2 as well.
An annoying quest giver?
She's just like mean, I guess, lore-wise, you know? She's annoying. For the speedrun, like, she doesn't matter,
Okay.
but, you know.
From actual character lore standpoint, she's just a pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. If you have arachnophobia or something, you should probably look away. But I mean, this is an older game, and it's going to be spiders a few other places as well. Okay, I think my party members can finish those off. There we go.
He's not very helpful, is he?
I like it a lot more when the combat is like clustered. So like this, you know, kill them all. I know there's gonna spawn another wave here. And they're dead. Get through some dialogue. We're gonna leave them outside and keep going. Okay, good.
Throwing their lives away.
We're gonna go to Wilman's camp. We're gonna get ambushed. Yeah, because this ambush is a part of the Black Powder Promise questline, the one that we sequence broke. So this is like before we talked to the air shock, I'm pretty sure, technically. But there is no way to avoid this encounter, so, you know, we just have to go through it. It doesn't take that long, so it's fine. Now we actually go to the camp, though. But yeah, Act 1 takes the longest, probably because it takes a while to get all of the stuff that we need to do to get, like, really powerful. Alright, and cool. They're all dead. Ah, nope. I lied. Now they're all dead. It's Cullen. You've seen him in every game so far. No clue if he shows up in Veilguard. We'll find out. And then I don't remember. That's the wrong place. Right. No, we're going here. Yeah. Okay. Going here and then to the docks. Because that puts us down here and we avoid some enemies. Or we avoid a wave. Cullen shows up like a bad smell.
Looks like trouble's coming.
There we go. Kill them. And just get in here. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these quests are... Like, it just feels pointless. Like, I feel like I'm going around just doing things for people that doesn't matter. All to get into the deep roads. Okay, that was rude. Here we go. Let's kill those. Let's put down some more Tempests here. I really like Tempest because it's just like oh, if you don't know how to deal with the situation, just place them down and then you're good.
What was the name? Where were they?
Granted, it's not the most efficient way to deal with everything, and I've tried to improve combat a lot more by trying to figure out like how to skip waves and, you know, how to kill them the fastest and everything. Sorry, one sec. Let's see. Yes, we're going here. Okay, now I think I should be good.
What makes the gang so angry at night? Someone should do something about them.
This is probably the one place where dialogue matters the most. So here I'm making specific choices. That was like 1, 2, 1, and the next character we're talking to here is 1, 5, 1, 1, 6, 1. Nope, 4. Yeah, mage is pretty good at this game. Like historically, mage is what we ran before we figured out that you can just get spells on anything. So, we're going to Doc's Day. We're not going to Doc's Night, specifically because then the enemies would aggro on me immediately. The wave that we skipped earlier by entering from the different direction. And now we're going to be meeting with Danzig down here. I'm just going to kill him and loot his body.
But it might help me not get caught.
Stunning all of these over there so that I can just finish them off with a Cone of Cold.
Never mind.
Do that. Put down a few Tempests down here because there's going to spawn a few more enemies. Because that's another big thing as well. If you're able to, just run before the enemies die. And hopefully, either your AoE or your companions can finish them off. That doesn't look like it's going to be the case right now. There we go. Ideally, what would have happened is that my companions finished them off by the time that I got here, right? And I could just cleanly enter and not worry about it. But, like, it's fine. Alright, I'm going to take my whole party with me the whole way.
Let's make this quick.
And that's just to make sure that no enemies get, like, stuck behind here. Because I want to kite them all down here. So I'm going to begin placing down Tempests at the bottom of the stairs, just to kill them as they enter. Alright, and then let me just finish off the rest. There we go. And I think that's time for us to get Cleave. All right, here's another piece of our puzzle. So now we have stamina regeneration, right? And now we have damage increase. So this is plus 100% damage. No cooldown, you know, just cost stamina to use. And so I'll begin using a few of them before I enter this cutscene, because you know they stick around, and I can do this and kill them instantly. So that's gonna be, you can kind of see where we're going now with the build. Getting stronger, I'm gonna be, if you know the mage spells, you know there's one called Haste, which just keeps stacking speed, makes you cast spells faster, and you know, combine that with this. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then, yeah, we're going to the gallows. A lot of like back and forth, do this, handing quests, you know, typical RPG things. But you'll see the acts get progressively shorter as we keep going.
May I interject real quick?
Sure, go for it.
I'm doing a terrible hosting job because I'm actively watching this run and not doing what I'm supposed to do, I guess. But I'm enjoying my time here. We've got 69, nice, Norwegian kroner from Too Spooky. I have to read this in a different direction. They're putting the money towards naming a roller coaster called Mr. Bones Wild Ride. And their comment reads, "I want to get off." And we also have 500 Norwegian kroners from Anonymous saying, time to make things interesting with this donation. Winking smiley face. Putting their money on a split to German language for, what was it, Need for Speed Carbon, naming the roller coaster Viper's Hellride, and upgrading to save all GMOs for the Genopanic run. You too can donate for all of these various things. There's also, once again, prizes up for grabs. If you do a minimum donation of 50 kroner, you are eligible for a Tanuki Sunset Steam Key. If you do a minimum of 100, you are eligible for a Pokemon Amigurumi. If you don't know what an Amigurumi is, it's the easiest explanation is a knitted toy, or like knitted.
It's a voodoo doll.
Okay, it's a voodoo doll.
No, they're cute crocheted little.
Yeah, crochet.
dolls.
That's the term that I didn't know. 150 kroner is making you eligible for some handmade socks, and 200 kroner are making you eligible for the NSG and or knitted sweater that we have available.
By the way, I guess you have to be an older member of the audience to understand the "I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride" meme.
That is very much a bit of a dated meme, but it still checks out.
Okay, nice. That worked out really well. Basically, in that big room, there would spawn like another wave. I think there would be 3 waves in total, but I was able to like hold them off long enough with Tempest to where I was able to get into the next dialogue and not have any of them spawn and aggro on me, so I could just leave immediately. So that was good. And now we're just going to leave the Wounded Coast real quick. There's going to be another wave of enemies here. Yep, good. You'll also see that there is a lot of repetition in terms of areas. Like they're all going to look the same. You're going to get like a cave, and then it's going to be the same cave, but you enter from a different side. But that mainly comes down to the time constraint that they had as well when they made the game, because it was made in like Dragon Age Origins released in 2009, I think, and then Dragon Age 2 came out in 2011, so less than 2 years, yeah. Where am I going? I am going to Gamlen's house. I don't know why. I'm noticing that on this PC, when I hover over the map pins, it's not giving me the names of the areas. Or like it's really slow. Yeah, that's really weird. And then I am going to... I didn't need any party members because I'm just going here. We're just going to talk to Patrice, hand in her quests, or yeah, complete that, head back. We're going to go into Gamlen's house, then we're going to the Wounded Coast.
Bad people come out at night. It would be good to get rid of them.
Now I can take my party with me. Wounded Coast. Sorry, this is the wrong area. I'm supposed to go to the Wounded Coast approach. 2 very different places.
Are we there yet?
Almost. So we're gonna get some dragonlings here that we're gonna have to kill. I'm gonna wait with placing down tempests until like here. well dead.
You know, I just looked up at the stream and I noticed that we're at 95% of the event goal.
Yo.
Bravo, everybody. 18,997 kroner. Our goal for this event is 20K.
What are the chances we can reach that during this run? That would be impressive.
It would be impressive.
We still got like about, quick maths, 40 minutes. No, I need help for the metric timers. Yeah, about 40 minutes left.
We have
Well,
some
that
amount of time left.
60. We have 60 metric minutes left. I hate that so much. Can I also read a quick donation?
Yeah.
Perfect. We got 11 Norwegian kroner from Patty 2 saying, house music! Whoop, whoop. Also, Bedürfnis nach Geschwindigkeit. Kohlenstoff. It's, yeah. I can't even, my brain can't translate that right now. My brain is Dragon Age pilled right now. Sorry, Dragon Age 2 pilled.
As it should be. So yeah, you can see at the moment we're kind of just entering areas, placing down Tempests in combination with Cleave. There we go. And that kills most enemies. We're almost done with Act 1. Just have to leave the cave. Ah, right, there's going to spawn another wave. Let me place down another Tempest just to be sure. That's good. The worst thing is if like you miss an enemy there and you run all the way over here and then you have to wait for them to either run or you to like run back to catch them. Yeah, that was not the dialogue choices I was going to make. There we go. That's better. Thankfully, I had autosaves. Do we have any donations or anything?
I did want to mention the situation about naming a roller coaster. I was under the impression this entire time it's only going to be the top one, but I'm very sure it's going to be some of the top ones because it's probably multiple roller coasters we're building. So do keep those coming as well.
I mean, it is going to be criminal negligence, so we couldn't just do one, right?
Yeah, that is very true. Sending the park inspector to hell is still sitting at 69, which is nice, but also not nice. It's kind of like Schrodinger's donation bid war.
Nice, but not nice.
Other than that, I would once again like to briefly talk about the charity we're raising money for, the NABP. They provide a multitude of special products and services for the blind and partially sighted people in Norway. And for some examples, they, for example, offer advice to members on their rights in society, summer camps for children and the youth, guide dog training. I once again want to emphasize, dogs are cool, and especially the good boys and girls that they're getting for the blind and partially sighted. So your donation of that will also be able to contribute to safe and good training for those puppies. And they are very, very crucial to helping them continue their work of breeding and training those guide dogs.
Don't discount that summer camp, though. I went to the summer camp over the summer and met some of the counselors and some of the kids that are there.
I do remember you saying that, yes.
That was an experience, let me tell you. It was described to me by I'm getting goosebumps even thinking about this. It was described to me by the counselors as a place where these kids get to just be kids. They're not the blind kid. They're not the weird kid. They're just a kid having fun, doing everything that everybody else can do. And I mean, they've got a zip line. They've got a water trampoline. They take these kids
driving
water
boats
skiing
as well, according to my notes.
Water skiing, yeah. Like
crazy.
it's amazing to watch, and just the smiles on these kids' faces, and just the you can feel the energy when you're there. And
Yeah,
it made me
Yeah.
really feel good about what we're trying to do here.
And what we are doing with this, the more money we're getting, the more the charity in the end is getting, the more smiles we're able to bring to those kids. So please, 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 please get those donations coming in. Name your roller coasters and also help us with the other incentives, upgrading to saving all GMOs for Genopanic coming up soon, the language for Need for Speed Carbon, sending the park inspector to hell, as I said once again, and the rest that is coming up in the future. But for now, we're focusing on these. And the children, of course, children. Like, yeah, that's... So we're doing that. Back to Dragon Aging.
Thank you. So we've entered the deep roads now. This is like the final area for Act 1. And you can see I've kind of just ran past every single enemy, gathering any that are left over in here and trying not to die. That was kind of scary. Okay, why did he teleport so far away? I don't know. But yeah, no, this area is filled up with traps and it sucks. I'm trying to go through that door every single time and I always get caught. And I can hear Vyric get caught as well. Coming up, there is a dragon fight. We're gonna skip that though. I don't need to fight the dragon.
Dragons? In your Dragon Age game?
There is no dragons.
No.
Why would I have dragons?
But isn't that illegal? Skipping dragon fights in a game called Dragon Age.
Nah.
Are you sure you're up to date with the leaderboard rules? Should I check?
Well, that was the dragon fight skipped. Literally, I can just walk past the trigger there. It doesn't, like, you know, with the abilities that we have and stuff now, it doesn't take too long to kill it, but, like, I don't need to.
Fair.
So then why do it, right? Alright, I'm going to try and get a setup here. So by walking down here with Varric, I got Bartrand to spawn here. So now I just need to kill these enemies. Alright. And I'm gonna try, this is gonna be like the hardest version of the dialogue glitch in this game, at least. Because the characters are so far away from each other, yeah, Hawk is gonna begin running back immediately. So I'm just gonna try and get her over to the door and make her stay there. So like that, that's fine. I'll quick save. Do that. Nope. All right, let's try that again. This doesn't save that much time, but it's cool if you're able to. All right, well, I went through the door. It's fine. I'll just do it. But if you're able to get that dialogue glitch, basically you spawn out of bounds, and you can just run to the end here, fight the boss at the end of this area, and then move on. But like, it doesn't save that much time. It's just cool if you're able to. Like, generally speaking, it's just worth going for once, and then it's like, okay, I'll just run. I like that Panda is providing like all of the lore in chat. Like
yeah,
why it's
Panda's
called
like
Dragon
a
Age.
full-on storyteller in chat right now. We miss you, Panda.
Panda should have been on the couch. Since they have all of this lore.
Here, one of the cursed Garfields is now a panda. Oh wait, we have a panda hat. There we go. There, we have an honorary panda on the couch.
Let's go. So generally speaking, I don't really need to kill these. I'm just doing it to like save
Because
myself.
you're mean.
So I don't die. All right, gonna do a few cleaves.
I didn't have to
There we
kill these, but
go.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was bored.
Come on, there we go. That was really fast for the cutscene as well, so I'll take that. Loot that key so we can leave, and now we're gonna enter Act 2. So as you can see, 50 minutes in, and we're done with Act 1. 2 more acts to go. So you are going to notice that this act is going to be a lot shorter, but now I'm also not going to be bringing any companions with me unless I need to for specific reasons, like avoiding combat and stuff. But first, I'm going to pick up Aveline and Enders, only those two, because on Aveline, I'm now going to get Second Wind, which is a 100% stamina regen. I accidentally deleted that because the freaking Mabari was in the same bar. So there we go. I'm going to replace that with Q. And then here I'm going to get Haste. We're putting that there. I'm also just going to get Heal, just to have that as safety. Gonna do this to get some more stamina whenever I kill enemies. And this is some abilities that I'm gonna need for later. And then we just dump the rest into willpower, and we can auto level them, and then we just ditch them. All right, he's gonna talk to us about or catch us up with stuff that's happened since we were gone. He gives us the money back that we spent to get into the deep roads. And then we just enter and we go back here, we go to the docks. Because now the Arishok is interested in talking to us. Because that's what this whole act is about, is the Kunari and the Kunari conquest and stuff. Or the way that the Kunari are here in Kirkwall. And so now the Arishok wants to be best buds. All right. Let's see. We are going into Darktown.
Is there time coming up again for me to go for more yapping?
Yeah, please.
Okay, good. I will do yapping then. We got 2 more donations, both very nice, 69. One from Dr. Nefarious Tropy, saying, "Now you're on my time, you little skunk. Give me the crystals." I don't know if that's exactly how it's being said in the game, but naming the roller coaster once again metric-time.com. I wonder who might actually be behind that. Elias, or maybe it is actually Dr. Nefarious. I don't know. We have no way to prove that. There's also 69, nice, Norwegian kroner from Not Viper, saying, "Hello, this is definitely Not Viper. I have a riddle for you. When is the perfect time to say woo woo?" I assume when you name a roller coaster house music. Woo woo. He did put the money towards that. So thank you very much for that as well.
Also, we got confirmation
We
from
did
Eris.
get confirmation from the runner, actually, which is the lovely person that was behind us just now, that the roller coaster names are... They are in order of priority. So the more you donate for one, that's obviously the one that takes priority. If there's too many, then the runner will be a bit overwhelmed. So at their discretion, they might do a cutoff point. But so far, we've not reached that cutoff point. So do keep some more funny names coming if you do want to see those. Metric Time is very much in lead. For better or for worse, once again.
Please make that not in the lead.
We also got information about a new bid war that has come up for Sonic Blast, the category choice. We have an option of Knuckles and Sonic, mentioning will Sonic be the first to 750 knock, or will Knuckles be the first one to it? It's a bid war race, apparently. That's the first time I'm seeing that. That's new. I've not seen that.
I haven't seen that before either.
So my understanding...
Yeah, the first one to
hit
hit
the first option to reach it will be the chosen category.
Excellent.
So do you keep that coming as well?
This is the way.
This is the way. Oh no. Whichever you prefer for that, Knuckles or Sonic, that is open now as well. Keep those donations coming in for the children, for the good dogs, and the summer camp. And
Just for the people, really.
For
I
the
mean, it's
people.
not just children. It's
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went to the kids' camp, but
yeah, of course. I just had the kids camp in mind because we talked about that before. Back to the run. I'll stop yapping.
But the yapping is lovely. Okay, so when we ran through that whole like cave system earlier and stuff, I skipped a lot of enemy waves by just killing them all in one go and then running, just making sure that there aren't any left that's gonna like distract me and stuff. Now we're in this poison area, and this whole area here is hard to optimize because there's just like a lot of enemies everywhere. So I have like my general spots where I put down Tempests. They're not 100% accurate today, but that's fine. As long as the enemies die and I don't die, that's all I need. Because we're picking up these latches. They drop from specific enemies. It's the last one. This is going to give us a cutscene. And so as you can see, since you have no cooldown on anything, you can just place these everywhere and just watch everything die.
just casually walking through. Excuse me, I'm Thor now.
But yeah, no, it would be really cool if we met the donation goal today, or well, during my run, but today as well would be nice.
I mean, come on, 865 kroner to go till we hit 20K.
And once again, to not intimidate...
Divide by 10.
Yeah, roughly divide by 10. And it's not that much money. If there's enough people coming together, we can easily reach that. Come on, that's like, what, 30 minutes left, 35? 33? I can go into more detail, but I'll not. Just go by second.
36.9 in metric.
Probably something like that. We need a live translator or like converter when we talk, like AI or something.
Mr. Nefarious, can you come and help us with the metric time conversion? Reveal yourself. Or was it totally not Viper?
All right, again, don't need party members at the moment. Just gonna go progress some quests. All right, I have to remember at the end of this, when I get to the I think it's called the blind alley, I need to remember to click the correct dialogue choices so that I get who I need when I need it. Because I need to save a specific NPC, and that saves some time later. It's not the worst thing in the world if I miss it, but... Okay, yep, this is correct. Some enemies are gonna spawn on the side. I'm just gonna walk in here.
You know, totally normal motions there.
Yep.
Spazzing out, shooting lightning.
Just wait until I leave combat. You know, normal things. There's gonna be some more enemies in here as well.
Emperor Palpatine would be very happy if he could see this.
Do it. Unlimited power.
I mean, it feels great, you know, just being able to place down lightning everywhere.
I mean, come on, if you could do it in real life, wouldn't you?
Exactly. Maybe try and avoid killing people, but
Well, yeah.
it's nice that the Rage Demon followed us all the way up there as well. That means it's just like a few easy ones to kill. Not one on the other side. Nice.
Oh, here comes Panda with the puns.
So I'm hugging the right side here to avoid the aggro range of the enemies that we left behind earlier. And then we're just going to go to the gallows. And then the quest, not to the same person. Yeah, we're going to hand it in to Moira. And she's the one that's going to send us to the blind alley, I think is what it was called. And yeah, now I have to remember to do the right dialogue choice, which I think is 4 or 3. Come on. That's all right. Yeah.
It's just out of control. I love it.
Okay, well, I clicked the wrong dialogue option, but that's fine. I'll do the old route. It's okay.
It was a coin flip, right?
Yeah, I didn't remember if I had to like press 1 and then 3 or whatever it was, so it's like bleh, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going up here.
Just more time for donations. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, chat.
Keep them coming. Do very much keep them coming. We still have more roller coasters to name.
Yeah.
Like you should come up with some cool names.
We have that bonus flash incentive, first to 750.
Yeah, that too. That very much.
And that needs to happen soon. Like,
Yeah, that is very much coming up like in 3 runs, 4 runs.
Sorry, not that. Okay. No, we got a little time.
Well-
I misread the schedule because that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, somewhat. You do say it's like still some time, but when you said that, I thought it was like tomorrow. I checked the schedule.
No. It's like in 3 hours.
Yeah. But we can reach one of those. Come on.
Oh, easily.
Sonic, the gotta go faster, or the Knuckles, the oh no.
Oh no.
I need Aveline because I need her for a dialogue choice. And if I don't, it's going to be a fight. Which, I mean, again, is fine, but, you know, it's just faster to not. And then we're going to the Chantry. We're once again going to meet Sister Patrice, who's going to send us elsewhere and then try and kill us. Or, well, I don't remember if she tries to kill us, but, like, whatever.
Better safe than sorry.
Let's see. Yep. As you can see, a lot of enemies, but then it feels even better to kill them all like that, right? Nice. Usually, if I was able to run all the way up to their spawn points, I would have probably used Cone of Cold instead. But since the majority spawned up there, I was like, okay. And then I think it's just going in here. I think that's the only way to go right now. If you know the story for this game, gonna give you some quick spoilers. Mom's gonna die. And that's it. Okay, normally I would have gone to Dark Town here, but since I messed up that trigger from earlier, I'm gonna have to go to Low Town, and I'm gonna have to do this and follow the blood trail. So like, it doesn't save that much time. It's just it skips like this section where it's like, oh, I have to chase these blood spatters that spawns. I can't just run all the way to the end. I have to actually make them appear.
I'm on the right path. Where is he taking her?
And I don't know, the graphics looks a bit weird here as well, where it's like, oh, it's kind of like half faded. Because I know when I run it at home, it's just fully visible. But yeah, if we had the other NPC, it would have just teleported us right here. So, not that big of a time loss.
We are here somewhere. Mother must be down.
Alright. One annoying thing, though, is like, if you begin using an ability outside of combat, it like, your character has to go through the whole like, oh, I'm taking out my bow animation, but if you just enter combat, then you can use the ability immediately, which is a lot better. There is a trigger here. I'm just gonna skip it for fun. It doesn't actually save any time, but you know, avoids a cutscene, I guess. And specifically this dungeon, I guess, is like locked to where you have to kill all of the enemies in each room before you can progress deeper.
Seems trivial if you can fill the room with lightning.
Yeah. You know, it's just annoying that you have to wait for all of them to spawn and then die and then move on, but
I do wonder, if when you're doing lightning like this, is it generated in the clouds, like in the sky, or inside that room? Because if it's in the sky, I'd very much like to talk to the architect of this like establishment.
well, I mean, it looks like it's just in the room. It's coming out of the ceiling.
There might be some cracks then. You have to get me the number of the architect then, please.
I mean, you've had enough building issues lately, haven't you?
Yes.
Very bright. A lot of light. But it's done now. Alright, so we're closing in on the end of Act 2. There's not too much left now. As you can see, like, Act 2 is going by a lot faster, and then Act 3 is literally just like you go to the what's the place called? Why is it?
Yeah, yes, the mythical town of blah, blah, blah.
The gallows. You go to the gallows. You pick up a quest. You do the quest. You go back to the gallows to hand it in. Then you go back to your house to pick up a letter that sends you back to the gallows. And that's basically all of Act 3, in terms of the speedrun, at least.
So you're a mailman doing a fetch quest.
Yeah.
Great.
Right?
Hey Nordic, I got a donation question for you.
Oh, Lord.
From Polister, 50 Norwegian kroner. Okay, Mr. Hoffman, we ground up the coffee beans. Now, how do we make the coffee?
Brew it.
Put the money towards the Knuckles category race incentive, and with that is currently in the lead.
Oh, no.
With only 700 left for that, so someone might be able to snipe the Sonic one instead.
Remember, it is a race. It's the first one to hit 750.
Yeah.
So
Just
if one of them sits there at 749...
You can very much
You could still beat
snipe
it.
the other one.
The room that we were just in, the ambush that we had, the reason I ran through it with Aveline is because the enemies there are scripted to only aggro and hawk. So if you leave Hawk behind and you run through with another character, you can just leave. So lots of fun things like that in this game. For lack of out of bounds, you know, there are some there are some triggers that you can just bypass, which is nice. The trend tree. Ah, wrong character.
Every time you cast that, it sounds like there's like an office phone ringing.
It's a good combination of things. Like that's, you know, haste increases your casting time, cleave increases your damage, and then we have second wind, which just replenishes all of your stamina. And, you know, infinite damage.
And then all the lightning turns into a PDX.
Yeah.
Oh, I've dated myself with that reference. Okay.
Just make sure to not cast that in water.
I'll keep that in mind.
Follow-up question, would that spawn the lightning in the water or above the water?
It's a good question. There is no water for me to spawn it in.
So we'll never find out. Okay.
Exactly.
The world may never know.
All right, now we're entering, like actually entering the end of Act 2. Now we're gonna be running through some areas. And this place used to, there was a tiny bit where we would clip out of bounds here. Like this was the only one spot that I ever found where I was actually able to clip out of bounds in this game. And then shortly after we found out you could, you know, get all of spells and stuff on one character, and killing everything just became faster, so. No out of bounds.
Garfield is leaving this mortal plane. Nordic, I have another donation. It's a question.
All right.
Ah, there's a rat! What do I do?
Shoo it.
From Polisher, another 50 Norwegian kroner. He's put it towards upgrading to save all GMOs, which is currently putting us at 869 out of 2,500. So that's coming along as well.
Thank you, Ballister.
Thank you so much. Yes. Keep them coming, those puns.
Okay, well, I messed something up, so now they're all coming for me, but it's okay.
I mean, the floor is lightning.
Ah, come on.
Oh my god, did that
Really?
one just explode?
Everyone? Okay, so the idea is you just have to kill the end here, and then you can wait until everything else disengages and you can just leave. But I guess, you know, not this time. Just marathon things. All right. So you can see we're running through like similar areas, like we're running through Hightown, but you know, obviously they've changed up stuff. Just a lot of enemy spawns to deal with. Where did the mage go? Even though I'm this strong, as you can see, I do take a lot of damage, so I have to be careful, especially since I'm solo. thankfully, with all of the autosaves, like I should be fine. It's just, you know, it would be annoying if I have to reload. And I'd like not to. Alright, gonna kill the mage. I'm gonna run back here, kite everything here if I can. Here we go. Gonna do one round of this. Skip through the dialogue, select the arrow shock, spam Winter's Grasp, and he's dead. And that's the end of Act 2. And now we're going to enter Act 3, the mailman delivery service, I guess. So let me just dump some more into willpower. We're going to enter our estates. And then we're just going to head straight over to the gallows to pick up the quests. And you'll kind of see how this is going to go. Because now, in Act 3, we have like a sub-area of the gallows unlocked as well. The gallows, or the Templar Hall. And this is where we get to talk with Meredith and Orsino, the leaders of the Templar and mages, respectively, at least here in Kirkwall. And so this is Meredith.
Mr. Lemuura, may we go for 2 more puns?
Yeah, of course.
Right. Hey, Nordic, there's some lovely artwork. I hope you didn't use AI for it.
No, I drew it.
Okay. It's another 50 from Paulister, going to the Saving All GMOs once more. And, hey, Nordic. Hey, Nordic. What will you and Panda do with all that meat?
Stew it.
That's 30 Norwegian kroner from Panda. Also going to Saving All GMOs, putting us at a sweet 949 out of 2,500.
That also takes us to 19,315 kroner.
Less than 700 away from 20k.
Yeah.
That's maybe someone snipes it before the end, like before the run ends.
I mean, maybe somebody just picks Sonic or Knuckles and that takes care of it.
Yeah, you can do that if you so decide to want to.
Someone should snipe it.
This
And
is
get
the
us
way.
to 20. Would be awesome. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, we're just... you can see that all of the areas are the same as well. That you just sometimes enter from different places and that there's different like enemies like placed everywhere and stuff. So you can tell it was a game that was made very quickly. Doesn't make it bad. Story's pretty good, I'd say. I feel like Dragon Age 2 gets an undeserving amount of hate.
I still maintain that sounds like an office phone.
Mr. Anderson.
Did someone just play an office phone sound?
Not quite the same.
I have quite the interesting announcement to make.
Oh.
We have a 690 Norwegian kroner donation from
Nice.
Anonymous saying 20,000 metric NOK. I don't want to continue talking. They put the money towards Saving All GMOs, and that has put us above 20,000 Norwegian kroners.
Let's go.
Now let's get 50. 40. I mean 50. Let's get 50 now.
Let's
Come
get
on,
50,
50.
sure.
Easy.
But no, seriously, 20,000 kroner. That's our goal for the marathon, and here we are with, what, more than 24 hours left. Seriously, huge round of applause. Come on. We couldn't have done that without all of you. So thank you so very much for your generosity. Let's keep this train going. Keep Lord Mouse, feeding me bad puns.
Yes.
Yes.
The badder the puns, the better.
These were pretty mild so far.
Yeah.
All right. Basically, what we're doing in terms of like the story and stuff right now, we're rounding up some mages for Meredith, which is ironic considering we're casting mage spells as well. But she doesn't know we're a mage, so it's fine. Another reason that we're playing solo as well, you can see there's a group of enemies just up ahead. And if you teleport in here with a group, you're going to aggro them. But if you're alone, everything is fine. And you can just avoid them. All right, here we're running up this one. And then we're going to go to Meryl's house. This again puts us down in the elven part of Lowtown, the alienage, which is where we're going to get this next quest done. And we're almost done with the first main quest of this act. So back into Meryl's house, because now we're going to make it nighttime. Come on. Nighttime, out into the same area. Cutscene. Stack up with our abilities. Kill him. He's dead. Alright. And quest updated. It is possible to leave the area too fast and then soft lock. So I'd like to not do that. All right, let's head back to the gallows, hand in the quest, and then back to our house and do that thing again.
More mail delivery.
Yeah, I mean, why do they have to send me mail? Why can't they just oh, they see me here now? Can't they just, drag me into their office and talk to me?
You can summon the phone with your spells already, so why don't they just call you?
Right?
Because bureaucracy, red tape.
Yeah, because now I'll talk to Meredith, and I'm supposed to talk to Orsino, which is in that room, but first I need to go home and pick up his letter, so... I wish I was that smart, Panda. I wish. But I'm not that punny, so.
We do have another 10 Norwegian kroner donation by Anonymous saying, current mood, nervous, but likes cheese. That's just the status you have on Facebook, I think. It's like, relationship status, nervous, but likes cheese. It's okay. They put the money towards Knuckles for the category race, so that has put us at 60 kroner for Knuckles, which means less than 700 left. Come on.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yes.
So as you can see, we're back at the Templar Hall. Templar Hall. I'm losing the ability to speak as well.
I can speak for you, as in another donation.
Great. Do it.
50 Norwegian kroner from Mod saying, quick Nordic, without thinking. 1 or 2?
3. 2.
2, okay. 2. I don't know. 3, 2, 32. Yep. Putting the money towards Sonic. Unfortunately, that is currently 10 kroner behind Knuckles. You'll have to donate more if you want to see Sonic. Or Knuckles. Either.
All right. let's see here. I don't remember what side I should be coming from. Not this one. So I think I'm gonna go to Darktown and then enter Hightown. I think, or does that put me in the right spot? No, I don't remember. If it's not this one, it's the docks entrance. But yeah, no, it was this one. Good. All right, so we're going back up to this area as well. This time there's just going to be stuff to kill in front. I'm going to pick up some items, and we're going to move on. Go. There we go. Let's loot him. There we go. The conspirators' notes. And all the enemies died while they were following me, which is nice. And then we are, yeah, just going straight to the docks. Sometimes I'm like, am I supposed to enter from a different area? But no, this one is just, yeah, straight up. Because I'm not going to kill everything here just yet. I'm just going to kill the rangers. Because if I kill one more, the next wave is going to spawn. So I'm just going to stealth and leave them be. But then on the way back, we're going to kill them all. So that I can leave the area before the second wave would ever aggro on me.
Do we still have time for another donation?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. We got 500 Norwegian kroners from Mod saying option 2 it is. That means knuckles, by the way. So thanks for being my impartial coin to flip. Also, I did not appreciate you answering 3 as I had no idea what to do then. you broke Mod officially. Woohoo!
No, sorry about it.
Life Nordic reaction. Woo! That puts Knuckles way into the lead of 560 kroner, which means there's like 100. No, I can't math.
Come on,
That
man.
was 100. 190.
It's metric.
100. It very much is, yes. It is, thank you. 190 kroner away from getting that as the category.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Mod, you mad lad. Thank you so much.
All right, there we go. All right, now we're gonna, you can see the group of enemies are just waiting for me. They're gonna be chasing me all the way to the entrance though before I kill them. My character also has an injury. Haven't really noticed that until now. But as long as I don't take too much damage, it should be fine. There we go. All of the other enemies are gonna spawn like over there, way out of my range. So we're just gonna leave. We are going to the Wounded Coast. And we are definitely going to be going over estimate a little bit.
Just
Or-
means we have more time for puns if people donate some more.
It's true.
Tech, fetch the fire. I kid.
Have you prepared any fire?
Tech, also fetch the fire extinguisher, please.
should be good enough to kill them. Yep. Alright, it's gonna be another group here that I'm gonna have to kill. Let's do that over here some more. Let's kill this one, kill that one. Alright, great. That was all of them. And now we just have to run all the way back. And then we should just be heading straight for the gallows. And then, you know, we're picking up mail one more time. Do we have any more donations or anything that you want to read?
Currently not, but I do want to thank everyone for watching and also donating for the charity, of course. And we'd also very much like to thank UKSG for supporting our marathon. They do have an event coming up as well in October, 12th and 13th. You can catch those the event live on twitch.tv/UKSG_marathon, as well as BSG having another event coming up as well. They host events in the Benelux region, and they are basically regularly held in the Netherlands. Their upcoming event, BSG 37, will be held November 16th to 17th, a short weekend, as well as the other weekend, right, in Amersfoort, and it's streamed live at twitch.tv/BSG_marathon. So if you do want to watch more speedruns, after you've watched everything of NSG, that is, you're not allowed to leave this Twitch channel, I'm sorry, then you can watch the other marathons.
Have to watch every WOD. Every single one.
And as I say, there's no donations. There's a donation coming in. This is always like that. There's one from Bane of Imperial, 10 Norwegian kroner, saying, "You merely adopted the metric. I've been born into it, molded by it. I hadn't seen Imperial until I was a man." Thank you for the donation. Breaking down of the metric system here.
All right, so now we're going to be heading back to our estate to pick up the last piece of mail, and then we're going to go back to the gallows. But this time, we're not really going to be leaving the gallows, kind of. We're going to be sent away forcibly, but, like, you know, we're going to be fighting our way back to the gallows. And that's the last straw letter. Again, I don't need any companions for this. I just need to go straight to the gallows. It's gonna dump us into a cutscene, into another one. And then it's kind of gonna be like the same sequence as it was like at the end of Act 2, right? Where you kind of go through familiar areas again, just that, you know, now everything is on fire. Go. And since there is like fire and debris everywhere and stuff, we're kind of like forced to take this path. We are going to be ignoring the enemies over there. They don't matter. I am going to be taking care of the enemies that are here, though. Hopefully that's enough lightning. And that one as well. I can see that there is an enemy down there, and I think they might not let me leave combat. That's annoying. That means I have to go up and kill it. All right, well. Okay, is that everyone? Cool. Okay, this next area, this used to be a run killer way back in the day, and that's because you would get like all of these waves of enemies that would spawn, and the Pride Demon would be the biggest hassle. It'd be really dangerous, but we're gonna skip that trigger that spawns them, and then the Pride Demon is right here, and he's dead. But that used to be like pretty tough back in the day. It wouldn't be like uncommon for your runs to die there, and it wouldn't suck, but it's a long time ago. All right, well, we're at the gallows, finally, and now we're gonna be doing this with Orsino. First, we're gonna be fighting off all of the Templars that's gonna try and stop us, I guess. And hopefully I can get this fight that's coming up the best way possible. Because Orsino is going to turn into an abomination. So let me do this. All right, and now he's going to... Damn it. All right, so ideally, right, you take down this like big boy face, he becomes like small. And then you kill him before he jumps off the edge, but... Okay, that's good enough. He died. Alright, let me just dump everything into willpower. I don't need any other abilities or anything, so... Okay, now we're actually going to be heading back into the Templar Hall. And there's another trigger here for a fight that we're going to be skipping real quick by just hugging this wall. There we go. Skip some enemies spawning in here. The next room, we're going to have to kill them, though. There's no way to avoid that because they're always there. Go. Good.
Do you have another second for another donation?
We are about to approach the end boss, so
Then I'll wait
probably
a bit.
not.
That's fine, then I'll wait a bit.
Yeah, once all of these enemies are dead. And this one. Come on.
He was hiding.
All right, so now we're going to be meeting Meredith. She is our final boss. Now then, the thing is, I do so much damage that it's possible to soft lock the boss fight. So I have to be careful and not like overdo it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Worst case, you know, I can always load the save back up again. It's just before the fight, so... Go. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Well, of course it was too much. Soft lock the boss fight. Let's go. Maybe I'll just go for speed instead, not the damage increase. All right. Let's try that again. that was rude. She's stun locking me. Alright, get that one down. Alright, just haste this time. Nope, I should... Okay, so like 2 cleaves and some hastes. But for the mobs in between, it doesn't matter. I can kind of just stack my damage. Here we go. There we go. Okay, good. Let's see. Time is coming up shortly. The moment that she dies, we're going to be entering a cutscene, and that's going to be time. So, let's see. There we go. Woo! Let's go. 10 minutes over estimate. Well, that's what I guessed earlier, so I guess it works. All right. Well, that's been Dragon Age 2. Way more linear than Dragon Age Inquisition and Dragon Age Origins have been. Very few people around this game. I'd love to see more people get their hands on this and like try and mess around with the game and stuff. It would be great if we're able to like, you know, get the speedrun down even faster. So, but yeah, no, that's been Dragon Age 2. That's pretty much it for me. I don't know
Right on.
what you guys have to say then.
Yeah, I almost forgot. There's one donation that we still had. But before that, thank you so much for doing that run and also letting me host for both of your Dragon Age runs. Very unexpected. I think Polisher planned that to get me into the series. I have to ask him.
Well, I mean, the new Dragon Age game is coming out soon, so that's probably why, right?
It might be. Is that an undertone of advertisement I smell? Anyway, yeah. We have 50 Norwegian kroners from Knuckles, who says, knock, knock, who's there? It's me, Knuckles. Putting the 50 Norwegian kroner towards the incentive for the categories that we will have later. It's currently sitting at 610 kroners for Knuckles. Reminder, you can still snipe Sonic, the category for Sonic, like that we have that.
I mean, you could snipe Sonic too, but
Probably, but you maybe shouldn't. Either way, that has been Dragon Age 2. Thank you so much for watching that. Also, this was my last run as a host. So I shall be signing off to another donation reader host, whatever the professional term is, that Nordic will be coming up on the spot with now.
Man?
Yeah, we're just meows now.
Nah?
Okay.
Oh, you mean the professional talkie people? Yeah, that's what we
professional talkie people, yes. Either way, we have Dark Souls 3 coming up by Phoenix shortly, but first we're being moved into an intermission. I can already see Vash staring me down deeply, so we're going to do that. Don't go anywhere.